Nate here with Sea Legs. Wanted to go over the electrical components of our Sea Legs twin tube system. Basically right now we have a faulty pump that's not working, and I'll show you what it's doing so then you guys can try to troubleshoot it all on your own. So first thing that we're doing here with this pump is do not use the remote. Let's just take the remote out of the equation for right now. Just use the hardwired switches that are mounted next to in the pump compartment next to the pump. You can use either front or rear, but if you notice on this one, we're actually going to just run the front, and if we try to power the front leg up or down, we just get clicking. So partially good. Clicking means that there is power getting to the system, it's just not getting through the system. Nice thing with the electrical side of the Sea Legs is it's very simple. It's really only a couple of components. So number one, you have your battery that's supplying the power. Number two, you have your solenoid that's sending power to the electric motor to run it one way to go up or the other way to go down. The solenoid and the electric motor are bidirectional motors, and they're a reverse polarity motor. So they actually use negative and positive on one side to run it up, and switches it negative and positive on the other sides to run it down. It's not a chassis grounded motor. So as you can tell, it's clicking. So we do know we have power getting to the solenoid. The solenoid is actually what is clicking, or the switch is what's clicking right now. I do have a voltmeter here. The best way to test the system, obviously for voltage, is with a voltmeter, multimeter, voltmeter. You can get it cheap one at Harbor Freight, Menards, pretty much anywhere. But just wanted to try to look and see where we have power. So it is clicking, so we kind of know we do have power. So take your red lead and your black lead and put it on basically each side of the solenoid coming in from the battery. So we have 12.5 volts there, so we got battery voltage coming in there. Second thing that we're going to do is take each lead and put it on each side of the electric motor. Each side of the electric motor, basically, we're going to have either a negative 12.5 or positive 12.5 there once we try to operate the system. We don't have anything showing up on the meter, so we have power getting to the solenoid. The solenoid is trying to operate, but it's not sending voltage down to the electric motor. So in this case, we know that we have a bad Trombetta solenoid. Now as you can see, we replaced the Trombetta solenoid. Very simple to do. I recommend taking a picture of it, everything before you take it off, take it apart, and refer back to your picture so you can hook everything back together. Now that we've replaced the Trombetta solenoid or switch, you can see that our system is operating exactly the way that it should. Now if we did take the voltmeter and put it down to the each side of the electric motor, we'll have positive 12.5 and negative 12.5. In some situations, the Trombetta might work one way, where you'll get the pontoon to go up or down, but not the other way. Inside of it, it more than likely is just stuck internally. And what happens, low voltage on the boat battery will weld or temporary weld the contacts inside of the solenoid together so it only gets stuck one way. So one way to try and unstick it is to tap on the very top here with like a button of a screwdriver or something while you're actually clicking it. And that might temporarily unstick it. More than likely the Trombetta solenoid will still need to be replaced, but the root cause would be from the boat battery having an issue with the low voltage situation. It creates high amperage, which internally likes to stick contactors together.